Hello, welcome. Today in this video we're going to be discussing most people's favorite subject, and that is money. Specifically salary rates for real estate property managers. I'm David Lorenzen. I work with South Coast Partners. We're an executive search firm for the real estate industry. I've been an executive recruiter for the last almost 10 years now, and specializing in real estate for the last almost 8 years. And I wanted to make this video because if you look up a property manager's salary rate, you'll find a wide range. You can find it starting at $40,000 a year up to $140,000 a year. And I wanted to kind of give a video of some reasons for that wide range. So this may be for an investor looking to hire a property manager, or for somebody looking to go into property management. Now in this video we're going to specifically talk about the multifamily property managers because that's really the niche that we specialize in. But you will also find a wide range for the purpose of what property type. Is it a commercial office property manager, retail, mixed use, single family home rentals, or multifamily? But even in the multifamily industry, the salary rates can vary. Now the number one reason is going to be the location. Property manager overseeing the same asset in San Francisco is not going to make the same salary as a property manager overseeing that same asset in Omaha, Nebraska. They're going to be different salary rates. Cost of living, rents, all of those things are going to factor into the property manager. So location is the number one reason. The second reason is going to be the product type. A property manager overseeing a new construction lease-up high-rise, for instance, in San Francisco or New York, is going to have a different salary. And typically, they earn the top salaries. New construction lease-ups are very high-intensity, high-pressure situations. The rents are the highest, typically. The competition is the highest. There's also a lot of people to communicate with and the staff to oversee. You start in a trailer most times, and then move in as the project develops and construction completes. But also, there's, you get paid more, but there's also risk of, once that project's complete and stabilized and fully leased up, you may not have another position afterwards. So a lot of these lease-up property managers will go from lease-up to lease-up and change companies, because once the community gets leased up, it's sold, and there may be a new owner, a new management company come in. But typically those new construction lease-up high-rise or luxury multifamily property managers, they are at the top end of the salary range. You also have the value-add multifamily property reand typically in a garden style type asset in the suburbs. Now there may be renovation projects that need to be done. Sometimes those folks have a little bit higher salary. But oftentimes in these types of assets, it really depends on the size of the community and how new it is, how old it is. It could be a 10-year-old property, it could be a 30-year-old property or older. What kind of staff you have. But if you're overseeing a 50-unit property, you might have a lower salary than somebody overseeing a 500-unit property. So it depends on the size of the property as well, a lot of times in these assets. Another class is affordable housing, tax credit, HUD, all of those assets in multifamily. And typically, they are at the lower end of the salary rate. Typically there's less competition. There's more administrative work. It's less intense. Now I know that there's different levels of intensity here, so please don't get angry with me. But you're not out there competitively marketing, competitively selling. Typically there's wait lists for those communities. But there is a lot more back-end work in terms of audits, REAC reports, those types of things. So there is still a lot of work, but typically they do have a lower salary rate, but there's also a lot of more stability in those positions. And it could be, you know, depending on what you value in a position, it could be rewarding, helping those folks out a little bit more. You know, there's multiple other asset types. There's student housing, there's military housing, senior living. So there's multiple product types of why salary rates may be different for the same multifamily property manager. There's also different certifications you can get in multifamily property management. There's somebody that has a CAM certification, certified apartment manager. They might have a little bit higher compensation. Somebody that's a CAPS, you know, or that NALP. You know, those certifications, CPM, certified property manager, those might have a little bit higher standing. You know, there's more verification, there's more education in those folks. So, you know, the more certifications you have, the better chance of increasing your salary competition. Just like if you were in accounting and you get a CPA, typically CPAs are going to make a little bit more than other folks that don't have a CPA, because they're you know, they have different educational levels and knowledge and skills in their field. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. I wanted to give an honest analysis of, you know, from an executive recruiter in the real estate industry. Please feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you, or send me a direct message. Thank you very much, and have a great day.